Hey Pisces, I'm tuning in for a reading today. For the ones of you that asked what cards I'm using the Unstoppable Oracle cards, and I'm also using the A.E. White Tarot. So these are the cards that I'm using today. I also have another deck here that I want to use. Just these cards are so big that I can't really shuffle them, but I can pull from the deck. So we'll do that if I feel guided to. For the ones of you that have asked me about personal readings, the links are down below. I'm also offering email readings. So those are on sale for a limited amount of time. If I do get overbooked, then I'll close them out and then move them to next month. So if you want to dive deeper into the messages, I do have a Patreon that you can sign up for. It gives you access to all the extended readings and readings that are not available on YouTube. What does Pisces need to know at this time? What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Okay, this is your first card. It's the Seven of Cups. This can talk about mixed feelings, mixed emotions, high highs, low lows, and it is a card of water. So this has more to do with your emotions. Some of you Pisces, you may have a lot going on in your life, or you may have a lot on your plate. And there's something here that you're trying to sort through emotionally. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know at this time, Holy Spirit? Eight of Pentacles. So this is a good sign because Pentacles represent the earth, and we're talking about water and earth. When water and earth come together, these two elements, plants, trees, bloom, they grow. So there's something here about grounding your emotions, stabilizing your emotions, and channeling your emotions into something. As you can see here, the Eight of Pentacles is someone who's working, someone who's doing something. And the more physical activity you have in your life, the more grounded you get, the more you're going to be able to ground these emotions and center yourself. Channel your emotional energy into your work, channel your emotions into whatever it is that you're being guided to do, is what Spirit is saying. You go from the 7 to the 8. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know at this time? Okay, you have the Ace of Swords. You're about to reach a breakthrough. You're very, very close to a moment of truth here, a breakthrough. Some kind of information, solutions, answers coming your way, clarity coming your way. Five of Wands in the reverse, releasing conflict. Whether this is external conflict or internal conflict, there's some kind of back and forth, argumentative energy here. You may have noticed that people around you were secretly competing with you or had something to say about you. The Five of Wands is a card of toxic competition. It's a card of drama, chaos, going up against each other. As you can see here, they're all fighting with each other. But you are reaching a moment of clarity and truth. This is an energy that you have left behind. Yeah, Seven of Cups. You're being asked to choose a cup here, and I don't know what this is for you, but as you can see here, each cup has something different in it. So maybe some of you are weighing your options about something or about someone. You're being asked to look into something before you decide so that you don't end up with the wrong cup. The Ace of Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck here. So you have the Ace of Swords in the upright. This is a very good sign because aces are new beginnings. Aces are the start of something new. And having the Ace of Swords in the upright, this is answers, solution, clarity, information, communication, breakthroughs. But the Ace of Cups in the reverse, this is important right now that you sort through these emotions so that you don't end up with the wrong cup. You're being asked to choose, and some of you may have a lot of options on the table. Whatever this is going to be unique to you, individual to your situation. So, Ace of Swords in the upright. Communication, information, and answers are coming your way. I'm hearing the word solutions. Some of you have been looking for a permanent solution to something that keeps coming up, and you're about to get that. Five of Wands in the reverse. You're leaving any kind of chaotic, conflicting energy behind. Anything that brings drama, anything that steals your peace of mind, that is in the past. This is why this card is in the reverse. And it's replaced by some kind of clarity, truth, or information here. I was getting a message here from Spirit that some of you may be feeling pressure on your back, around your shoulders, around your neck area. he's hunched over trying to work on this pentacle here, trying to carve that star into the pentacle. So maybe your work has a lot of weight to it. There's a lot of pressure in whatever it is that you're working on, whatever you're carrying on your back. For some of you, you may need to do some back workouts to strengthen your back muscles because of how much you're carrying, whether this is emotionally, energetically, physically, whatever kind of weight you're carrying, whatever kind of responsibility you have. You may feel the pressure on your shoulders, on your neck, on your upper back, maybe lower back as well. Again, he's hunched over trying to work on this pentacle, but there's something here about releasing the tension, releasing the pressure, maybe stretching, rolling on that foam thing when it comes to your back, but also working out your back, making your back stronger to be able to carry this weight. Because an Eight of Pentacles is a card of getting to work, of dedication, of discipline, of showing up every day. But the message that I'm getting here from Spirit is to strengthen your back muscles, to strengthen your back. Maybe even change your sleeping position, because whatever weight you're carrying spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or energetically, it will manifest physically. So there's something here about strengthening your back muscles or working on your back to release tension, but also to strengthen it, to hold more pressure. So there's a release of the tension and the pressure, but there's also a strengthening that comes with it. Okay, that may not resonate for all of you, but I was getting that message initially. Holy Spirit, clarify the Ace of Swords for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about this Ace of Swords? What are these answers? What is the solution? What is this information? I heard clarity. Knight of Wands. This clarity is going to help you take action on something. As soon as you get this information or you get this message with the Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, you spring into action. Pisces, some of you have been waiting for this answer. Some of you have been waiting for this information. And the Knight of Wands is saying that as soon as you receive this, you're going to take action on something. Your momentum here is rising. And the thing about momentum is there is the law of inertia. An object in motion stays in motion. An object that is not in motion, that you have to get moving, it takes a lot more energy, a lot more time to get it rolling. Okay, but once it's in movement, momentum will carry it forth. So this answer, this information, is going to spring you into action. Knight of Wands. You've been waiting for this, is what I'm getting here. Spirit, what is this Ace of Swords for Pisces? What is this information? What is the solution? What are these answers? What does Pisces need to know about the Ace of Swords? The Hangman? Okay, so we have an action card and a passive card. The time that you took to contemplate something, to reflect, to observe your choices is coming in with a payout. You need at this time. Hangman energy is represented by Pisces, and it's a passive card, whereas the Knight of Wands is a card of action. So the time that you took to pause, to reflect, to contemplate, to seek out more information, to seek out another perspective, or to see things in a different way, it's going to pay off for you. Again, you don't want to end up with the wrong cup here. Is not just about taking action, it's about taking the right action, not as in being a perfectionist, but you've done this before, you've been here before, and you want to make sure that it's worth it for you. Some things for other people may be rewarding, but to you, if you're putting all this work in, you want to make sure that you get the cup that you want. Okay, so Seven of Cups in the upright being your first card, the time that you're taking to pause, to reflect, to contemplate is going to be very rewarding. Knight of Wands is not just about taking random action. It's not just about doing something and figuring it out. It's about having that wisdom because you've been there, you've done that, and you've realized that some of these things are not worth it. So Spirit wants to reassure you and confirm that yes, you are choosing the right cup here. Eight of Pentacles. If you're going to have to put this amount of work in, you want to make sure that it's worth it. You want to be able to see the end goal. You want to be able to reverse engineer the process and understand why you're doing something. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Ace of Swords for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about this Ace of Swords? The pause was intentional and it was purposeful, is what I just heard. The Fool in the reverse, exactly, because you're not trying to do something prematurely. You're not trying to make a foolish choice. You're not trying to just do something just to do something. There's wisdom in the Hangman, and the Fool being card number 0, it's the first card in the tarot. Whereas the Hangman is card number 12. There's some information here. There's some kind of insight that you've been enlightened to. As you can see here, the hangman has some kind of a crown or light around his head. He's doing things in a different way. It may seem unconventional to other people, but this is why he's hanging upside down, to get a new perspective, to see things in a new light, and it's working for you. Knight of Wands. As you gain this clarity, as you gain these answers, Knight of Wands, you spring into action, the Fool in the reverse. You don't want to make premature decisions or foolish choices that are not going to be worth it in the end. You've been there, you've done that, and some of these energies were just very conflicting, very chaotic. You didn't sign up for the Five of Wands, is what I'm getting here. Holy Spirit, give me a few more messages for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about this Ace of Swords? What do you want Pisces to know about the Ace of Swords? What are your messages for Pisces? Spirit. Your dreams are delivering truth. There's something here about really tuning into your Piscean energy. Because the way that you move, the way that you do things may not make sense to other people. Other people may have other methods of going about things and it may work for them, but you have to do what works for you. If you have an inner knowing about something, 1414 on the clock, if you have a way of going about things, the hangman, you have to trust the intuitive nudges that you're receiving. Because if you can perceive energy, and energy is what happens first, before the thought, before the action, before the emotion, energy is what's present. And the hangman is someone who's enlightened. It can be seen as a passive card, but you don't have to do the most when you do the right thing. So there's something here about, yeah, your dreams are delivering truth. Whether this is your dreams at night, whether this is your insight, your intuition, your higher guidance, and the Ace of Swords is here to clarify that. Something that you felt, something that you were guided to, is about to manifest into reality. And you're about to receive a confirmation here. You're ahead of the game because you read energy. There's something here about tuning into your Piscean energy and moving according to that. Don't try to force outcomes at this time. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to the Ace of Swords? What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know, Holy Spirit? That's too many cards. I'm not going to take them. I'm only going to pull a few more messages. What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? About this Ace of Swords. What does Pisces need to know? Okay, that's a lot of messages. I feel like for some of you, you've been praying for answers, you've been seeking information, and it's all going to hit you at once. Why Spirit is showing me this as an example, but it's almost like having your phone on airplane mode and you're getting all these calls, all these messages, all these notifications, but you're just not receiving them because your phone is on airplane mode. But as soon as you take it off of airplane mode, everything hits at once. You get all the phone calls, all the messages, all the notifications come at once, is what I'm getting here. So the prayers, the information, the solutions, they're all coming at once, is what I'm getting here. And this is why the Ace of Swords is not just truth, it's not just clarity, it's going to come in as a breakthrough. And it's a very positive card, it's in the upright. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to the Ace of Swords? What does Pisces need to know about this Ace of Swords? You are doing better than you think. Exactly. I'm getting full body chills right now. Some of you Pisces, you already know how to move with this energy. Is when you doubt yourself, is when you listen to other people's advice or what works for them, that's when you start to lose your own guidance. This is why Spirit wants you to know that you know best. Your higher self, your spirit, your soul already knows how to guide you. You don't need to seek out information, you don't need to seek out answers or follow someone else's method because you are doing better than you think. Your method works for you. Hangman energy. When you perceive things the right way, when you tune into the energy, when you are in alignment, there is no way to go wrong with that. There is no way to make a mistake. But when you're trying to force someone else's method, or you're trying to force something to fit, or you're trying to follow some other advice that doesn't necessarily resonate with you, but you're willing to try something new, that is when you can steer from your own inner guidance. That is when you can get into the conflicting energies of the Five of Wands. And the thing is, if your goal is to get a specific outcome, there's many different ways to do that. There's many different vehicles, many different pathways to get to the same destination, to get to the same outcome. You just got to choose the method or the process that works for you. So I don't know who it is that I'm channeling for, but you already know what to do. You already have the answers. You already know how to read energy and how to align yourself. It's not about what more you can do, what more you can learn, what more you can add to the equation. It's more so about subtracting the things that are not in alignment because that creates inner conflict. If you have a certain belief that works for you, but someone else tries to impose the beliefs that work for them, you're going to have inner conflict. There's many different ways to achieve the same outcome or to get to the same result. Let's say that the outcome is 4, like number 4. If you do 2 plus 2, that equals 4. 5 minus 1, that also equals 4. If you do 1 times 4, that's also 4. So there's all these different methods to get the same outcome. So Spirit wants you to choose the method that works for you. Choose the right cup. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. One more message for the Ace of Swords. What do you want Pisces to know about this Ace of Swords? I said 1, but I got 2. Yeah, 2 cards here. Your future self is begging you to stop procrastinating. There's something here that you're being guided to do, but this is going to come from a place of clarity. And whoever it is that I'm channeling for, whether this is past, present, future, the Hangman, you receive the clarity, the Ace of Swords, you receive the answer, and then the Seven of Cups allows you to choose the right cup. So you have guard dogs, not a welcome mat. I'm getting right now, there is a protection energy over your life. This is a protection card where you're not welcoming new energies, you're not necessarily welcoming new people. There's something here about you being protected, there's something here about you being guarded, because there's something that you're working on. There's something here that Spirit is guiding you to do. Yeah, you have guard dogs, not a welcome mat. You're not welcoming in nosy energies around you or things that distract you or pull you off your purpose. There's something here about remaining focused and disciplined. Yeah, I heard they're not welcomed. I don't know why that's coming in. I'm hearing the song No New Friends. You're not trying to distract yourself or get pulled off course. So there's some kind of protection over your life. Even your angels are not allowing new people in. That's what I'm getting here. Because you're meant to stay focused on the Eight of Pentacles, not distracted by more cups. Yeah, your future self is begging you to stop procrastinating. Wow, I didn't even see this. You actually have 2 cards here. So, what are you ready to release? Some of you Pisces may have too many options on the table here, or you may be trying to do too many things at once, or there's just a lot of responsibility on your plate. So, what are you ready to release? Some of you may have to prioritize at this time. Is not to say that other things are not important, but the main thing is going to have to take priority over everything else. So, there's something here that you're being guided to release so that you can focus on what matters. Your future self is begging you to stop procrastinating. Please clarify that, Holy Spirit. What is Pisces being guided to take action on? And what is this procrastination? Please clarify. Okay, you have the Empress in the reverse, and you have the Tower in the reverse. Pisces, you are holding up some kind of manifestation here, or you're pausing some kind of abundance that is already available for you. It's already in your environment, it's already there. Something's right in front of you, but you may not perceive it, or you're not seeing it, or you're focusing on other things. The Tower in the reverse. Spirit wants you to avoid some kind of a tower moment by focusing on the Empress. The Empress is the energy of fertility, is the energy of abundance, of manifestation. This is the kind of energy where everything you touch turns into gold. It's a very abundant energy. It's actually the most abundant card in the deck, but it's in the reverse. So Spirit doesn't want you to pause or hold back your manifestations, your abundance. Whatever this is for you, it's already available. For some of you, this Empress in the reverse is a creation that you're being guided to take action on, that you're being guided to prioritize. Clarify the Empress in the reverse. What is this for Pisces? 6 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, there is some kind of transition here. There is some kind of movement or shift that you're being guided to make. But in the reverse, I'm getting the energy here of a pause. This feels paused, but it says here procrastination. So you are procrastinating some kind of creation or abundance in your life because you're focusing on other things. So what are you ready to release? Something here needs to take priority over other things. Some of you may just have a lot going on at the same time, a lot of responsibility. But Spirit is asking you to prioritize the Empress because this is going to bring a lot of abundance into your life. So, Six of Swords in the reverse. There's a shift, there is a transition here. Clarify the Empress in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Clarify the Empress in the reverse. Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here? Please clarify. So we have 5-5. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse and now the Five of Swords in the upright. I don't know if other people are in the way of this or other people are trying to intervene or create some kind of chaos or conflict or play mind games. I don't know if this is external energy or internal energy, but there is some kind of conflict here. Holy Spirit, clarify the Five of Swords for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about the Five of Swords? What does Pisces need to know about the Five of Swords? Why is this here? And what is this about? Please clarify. Please clarify, Holy Spirit. Justice in the reverse. Okay, so some of you Pisces, I don't know if this is a cycle that is still open, but this is directly connected to what are you ready to release. Some of you have paused other things in your life because you're trying to resolve something that is either imbalanced or unjust or unfair because the justice is in the reverse. And the Five of Swords is a card of mind games or battles. It can be a card of conflict, not wanting to lose or wanting to win something. And as you can see here, this person has two swords. He's taken the swords from these two other people here. So the justice is in the reverse. You may have a cycle or something that's still open in your life where you're seeking some kind of justice or you're holding strong on a decision here. This is also card number 11. The justice card is a major arcana. This is something big. This is something that you can't just forget or look the other way. So whatever this is, it's almost like focusing on this thing is pausing something else in your life. This is why prioritize was coming up. What are you ready to release? If this is an old battle, or if this is some kind of a cycle that is no longer beneficial to you, maybe you're being asked to release this so that you can focus on the Empress. Because the Empress needs attention. Whatever this creation, whatever this manifestation or abundance is, it requires some kind of action. Your future self is begging you to stop procrastinating. It's almost like you're putting your attention on other things that need to get done or other things that require your attention, but there's something here about prioritizing the Empress over the Five of Swords, over the Justice in the reverse. This feels more like past energy. This feels like present energy. Some of you are looking for some kind of justice in a situation or you're trying to balance something out. Before you let something go, what are you ready to release? Holding on to something from the past is keeping you in the energy of the Five of Swords, is what I'm getting here. You want resolution for this thing, whatever this is for you, but the Empress in the reverse also requires attention and energy. Holy Spirit, give me a card for the Empress. What do you want Pisces to know about this Empress in the reverse? Please give me a message. Something you want Pisces to know. You deserve softness even from yourself. Maybe you're even holding yourself to high standards, or you're wanting to make sure that you resolve something here. And the more harsh you are with yourself, or the more strict you are with yourself, Spirit is saying you need to nurture yourself more because the Empress is in the reverse. Giving yourself more compassion, more grace, but also focusing on the things that nurture you. This may even show up as not necessarily a self punishment, but the Five of Swords is almost like you're trying to get something right here. You're trying to resolve something. You're trying to make sure that there is no way that you lose in the situation because the justice is already in the reverse. You're trying to bring this justice into the upright. You're trying to make something just or something fair, that you can't simply let this go because the Six of Swords is in the reverse. If this was in the upright, this talks about a transition, a shift, a movement, but you're holding on to something here. Holy Spirit, give me a message for the Five of Swords. What does Pisces need to know about this Five of Swords? Give me one message card. Let that ish go. Okay, this is a double confirmation coming in. So we have two cards talking about the same thing. What are you ready to release and let that ish go? Something may have happened where you're right or you have the upper hand and you're seeking some kind of justice. And you are going to get that justice. You may have the evidence, the proof in the situation. There's something here where you're holding on to this. It's like your ego or your mind may not want to let something go, but this is not necessarily a bad thing. Let's say that you have the evidence or the proof to get something to go in your favor, or to make something just, or to make something fair, to stand up for yourself. Then you're not going to want to let that go if you have the evidence or the proof. You're holding on to something that you want justice on. You want this to be fair. And you may have the right, you may have the proof, you may have the evidence, but Spirit is saying, Pisces, this is not about right or wrong. It's about where you're focusing your energy. So if there's some kind of unresolved issue, something that is still open, where you're seeking justice for yourself, the justice is in the reverse. This may be legal, this may have to do with something big in your life. Okay, it's card number 11. You're trying to rebalance something and make something fair for you. But Spirit is saying, let that ish go because it's taking a lot of your mind space, it's taking a lot of your mental power. And it's almost like you can't fully move into something new without closing the cycle, without resolving it. So that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring a resolution so that you can fully close it off. The Spirit is saying just let it go so that your energy is free to focus on the Empress. This is going to be left up to your own judgment. If this is something that you want to balance out, that you want justice on, that you want to make this fair for your ego, for your mind, for you standing up for yourself, for you doing the right thing for yourself, then you can choose to hold on to it. But if you want to move into the Empress and give the Empress the time, the attention that it needs to flourish, to create, to manifest, then you're being advised to prioritize and to let that ish go. What are you ready to release? And then we have a double confirmation. Let that ish go. This may be some kind of, I don't know, it may be legal, it may be some kind of injustice, it may be something that was not fair. And you can make this right, you can make this fair, but it's taking a lot of your time, your energy, your attention to focus on this thing. Okay, this is why the justice is in the reverse. You're trying to make something balanced, something just, something fair for you. But the message is pretty clear. Let that ish go. Again, it's up to your better judgment, it's up to your free will, what you decide to do with that. I keep hearing priorities, priorities. Okay, so the Empress in the reverse. You got a lot going on, Pisces, and you can't do everything at once. You can't do everything perfectly, and you can't get everything taken care of at once, which is what you may want to do, is what I'm getting here. What are you ready to release? It's like you have to release something or offload something off your plate so that you can fully focus on the things that you're being guided to do. Because the Ace of Swords, this is new energy. This is new answers, new communication, new beginnings, and your future self is begging you to stop procrastinating. It's not that you're procrastinating, is that you're focused on too many things at once, or there's still things from the past that you're trying to resolve, that you're seeking balance or justice in. And Spirit is saying, let that ish go, is the clarification for the Five of Swords. Whatever this is, if it means that you are standing up for yourself, or if it means that you're getting justice, or you're getting some kind of balance in an area of your life, if it's worth it to you, then follow your higher guidance. There's something here that's going to flourish in your life, and it's going to bring more happiness, more peace, more abundance, more beauty, but you're focused on getting some kind of justice or balance in another area of your life. And I'm just reading the cards here. This is up to you, Pisces. If you want the justice, then you want the justice. If you want to focus on the Empress, then that's what you're being guided to do. Because you splitting your energy in so many different ways is almost taking that life force and putting it into old things. What are you ready to release? It's like you're trying to get a resolution here on something that happened in the past, but it's taking your life force. In the Knight of Wands, you're meant to take action, but when you take action, you're meant to move in one direction, not in all these different directions, not do all these things at once. It would be awesome if you could just snap your fingers and just have everything taken care of, everything done. But there's a need to prioritize. You're only one being here, only one human. You can't spread yourself thin. You can't do everything at once. So you may be procrastinating or not focusing on things that are going to bring more rewards into your life by trying to get justice in other areas of your life or trying to balance something else out. I don't know if this makes sense. This may not resonate for all of you. So if it's your message, you're going to know who you are, because the Five of Swords, this is something that your mind doesn't want to let go of. Is a constant thing. Maybe you're remembering someone doing something unjust or something unfair, or you're trying to balance something out. But it's taking your focus and your attention from the Empress, which is what you're meant to do at this time. I'm feeling guided to pull an oracle card when it comes to the situation. I usually don't pull oracle cards until the extended, but I'm going to pull one or two here. Holy Spirit, what is your higher guidance for Pisces in regards to the situation? What is your higher guidance for Pisces in regards to the situation? This is your season. Okay, yes, it's connected to the Empress. You have too many things going on at once. You're trying to resolve something from the past. You're trying to seek justice in a situation and balance something out. The Spirit is saying, Pisces, you're missing the main thing. You're missing the bigger picture. This is your season to grow, to bloom, to create. Empress is in the reverse because you're putting the Empress on hold in order to seek justice in other areas of your life. You're holding on to something, and it says here, what are you ready to release? And let that ish go. These are the messages coming in. Again, it's up to you and your free will what you decide to do with that. The Spirit is saying, Pisces, you're missing the big things. You're missing the important things. This is your season. And no injustice or no imbalance or mind games or ego games from the past should get in the way of your season. Permission granted. The door has opened. Something here has unlocked for you. And some of you may already know this. You may already sense that the door is unlocked, that it's been unlocked. But it's almost your choice. Like your mind hasn't let go of something here. Your mind is still focused on some kind of injustice or some kind of imbalance or some kind of mind game, some kind of back and forth with the Five of Swords. You have every right to make something just or to make something fair or to balance out the scales. You have that right. The Spirit is saying, Pisces, you're missing the big thing. The main thing here is that this is your season. The door is open. Once upon a time, this door was locked. When you tried to open this door, it was locked, no matter how hard you tried. And now that it's opened, you're focusing on other things from the past here. That Spirit is saying, release that ish. Let it go so that you can focus on what's important, which is the Empress in the reverse. This is your season and permission granted. You have the green light here. Practically, what does this mean in your life? Anything that is increasing beauty, abundance, creations, manifestations, creativity in your life, that is what you're being guided to focus on. That's going to bring more rewards and more blessings into your life than trying to right wrongs from the past or trying to make something balanced or fair. Because if someone did you wrong, that brings it into the negatives. So when you make it right, it goes neutral. It goes back to zero, right? It's neutrality. But when you're focused on increasing, when you're focused on creating and manifesting, those are positive points, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, okay? But if you are at neutral and someone takes from you and it puts you in the negatives, when you focus on bringing justice to that situation, you're bringing it back to neutrality. Whereas if you're focused on creations, manifestations, increasing other things in your life, that brings you into the positives. Okay, that may just be pertaining to one area of your life. The Spirit is saying, Pisces, don't miss the main thing. This is your season. You already have the green light. The door is unlocked. Permission has been granted. You have the green light to Knight of Wands, move forward with something. Take action on this thing. It's not to say that other things are not important, but this is going to matter most when it comes to adding to your life, when it comes to flourishing, creating, increasing other areas of your life. That is the Empress right there. Not just righting or wrong, not just bringing justice or balance to something that was unjust or imbalanced. Hey, that's just bringing it back into the upright and is bringing it to a place of neutrality. Whereas this is creating more increases. This is your season. You haven't missed your moment. You are not too late. The timeline your mind made up is not the one your soul is following. This is your season, not because everything is perfect, but because everything is aligned for exactly where you are meant to be right now. Growth doesn't always look like fireworks. Sometimes it looks like stillness, preparation, or unseen shifts. But trust things are unfolding in your favor. Even when you can't see the full picture yet, stop comparing your pace to someone else's. Their spring isn't your winter. Your timeline isn't meant to match theirs. You are not behind, you are becoming. Guidance. This card shows up when impatience or comparison has crept in. Maybe you feel like you should be further along, or like everyone else is moving faster. But your soul doesn't measure success in speed, it measures it in truth, alignment, and integrity. Every delay, every detour, and pause has a purpose. Your only job is to keep showing up for the moment you're in because it's leading you exactly where you want to go. The core message is you're not behind, you're right on time. The themes are divine timing, trust in the process, alignment, self compassion, patience, and personal rhythm. So, some journaling prompts for this card, if you feel guided, is where am I putting pressure on myself to be further ahead? What if I trusted that my timing was divine, not delayed? This is the message coming in for this is your season, and this is the higher guidance coming in for your reading. Just shift your focus to the Empress, to this is your season, because you're going to change the way that you approach something, your perception, your actions are going to change. They're going to shift. Permission granted. A door has opened for you. The door has unlocked. You have the key, and it's now open. In the past, you may have wished, hoped, prayed, worked for it. You may have tried to bang that door open, and it just wasn't timing. And now that it's divine timing, now that the door is open, Spirit wants you to shift your focus. Again, it's not to say that other things are not important, but you are meant to prioritize. Permission granted. You've been waiting for a sign, for a green light, for someone to say go. But here's the truth, that moment is already here, and you are the one meant to create it. This card is your full body, soul deep permission slip to begin. Not later, not when it's perfect, now. You don't need to earn your readiness. You don't need to prove anything. You have nothing to wait for and nothing to apologize for. You are allowed to want what you want and to go after it with everything you've got. The only person who needs to believe in it is you. Give yourself the permission they never did. Pisces, yes. The door is open. The key is in your hand. What are you going to do with this? Okay, this is your season. Again, in the past, you may have wished, hoped, prayed, worked for it, tried to bang the door open, and now that it's open, Spirit is asking you to shift your attention into the Empress. This is what is going to bring more blessings, more creation, more manifestations into your life than trying to right the wrongs, than trying to balance something out or seek justice. Guidance. You might be hesitating, waiting for validation or reassurance before you make your next move, but true freedom begins when you stop outsourcing your power. This card is asking you to step into your role as your own guide, your own leader, your own ultimate authority. You are allowed to take up space, to make noise, to do bold, scary, beautiful thing without asking first. Grant yourself the access you've been denying. You already hold the keys. Our message is you don't need approval to start. And the theme is self-authorization, liberation, confidence, inner authority, unapologetic action, and reclaiming your power. For the ones of you that do resonate with this card, the journaling prompts are, what am I waiting for permission to do, say, or become? And second, whose approval am I still chasing? And is it truly necessary? You don't need their approval. You have the key. The door is open for you. What are you going to do? Okay, this is your season, and the Knight of Wands is the action that you're being called to take. This is all clarifying the Ace of Swords. All of these messages, all of these clarifiers are clarifying this Ace of Swords. This is your permission slip. This is your confirmation. This is your solution. This is your answer. This is your breakthrough. What is this Eight of Pentacles for Pisces? Please clarify. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about this Eight of Pentacles? 10 of Pentacles. Okay, you are so close to something here. You're literally 2 steps away. We have the 8 to the 10. The 10 of Pentacles is the full-blown manifestation, whereas the 8 of Pentacles, he's working towards that. You see him working on each pentacle. Craftsmanship. He's piling them up, and then finally, the 10 of Pentacles, you've created the thing. You've built it. It's here. It's a full-blown manifestation. You're 2 steps away. And part of the steps that you're being guided to take is to release whatever's holding you back from the past, whether you're trying to balance something out or seek justice or make something right. The second step is actually focusing on the Empress, which is the new creation, the new manifestation, the abundance, the prosperity. Beautifying yourself, your surroundings is an energy of fertility. And it's an energy of abundance. Again, it's the most abundant card in the tarot deck. So, Eight of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. You are so freaking close. Stay focused. Stay the course. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify this Eight of Pentacles for Pisces. What's Pisces need to know? Ace of Pentacles. You have two cards, actually. King of Cups. One new opportunity, one new decision is leading to another. It's like a domino effect. One good thing leads to another, and before you know it, you have all this positive momentum moving in the right direction. King of Cups. Something to do with your pentacles, something to do with the earth element is going to stabilize your emotions, because the King of Cups is someone who is emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature. And with the Seven of Cups being the first card, right now you have a lot of options on the table. You have a lot of different decisions, choices, different ways in which to go about something. And as you can see here, this person is overwhelmed trying to make a decision. I don't know if you can see the card. There's a glare on it from the lights, but it has all these different cups. But the thing is, not everything that shines or not everything that glitters is gold. Some of these cups are not going to be fulfilling. Some of these cups are not going to be worth it. So it's about choosing the right one, not about perfectionism, not about not making mistakes. But when you've already put the work into something, you want to make sure that you get it right. You want to make sure that it's worth it. The King of Cups in this case is the mastery over this. You start with the Seven of Cups and you end with the King of Cups in the upright. You made the right choice, you made the right decision, and it was worth it. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. One good decision leads to another and it leads to another, and before you know it, you have this momentum. So new decisions, new choices, new options are coming in, and the King of Cups is all about you being in control and mastery over your emotions. He's not breaking a sweat, he's not nervous, he's not rushing. He's attained some kind of mastery, he's in control. He's not suppressing emotions, he's not numb. He's achieved some kind of control over the cup here, whereas here he feels overwhelmed. Just too many decisions, too many options, too many different ways of going about something. At the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. Some of you are coming into a balance with your masculine and feminine energies. And this is the first time that I see this cup. It's actually very beautiful. There's some kind of I don't even know what that is. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to the Eight of Pentacles? What does Pisces need to know about this Eight of Pentacles? I'm also going to be more present this month with readings. For the ones of you that do resonate with this reading, all the links are down below. Holy Spirit, clarify the Eight of Pentacles for Pisces. What is your message for Pisces in regards to the Eight of Pentacles? What does Pisces need to know about this Eight of Pentacles? Role model. Pisces, Eight of Pentacles. Whatever it is that you're being asked to work on or to focus on, you are being looked up to for this thing. You're being admired for whatever this is. Your craftsmanship, your ability to do something. Maybe some of you have developed a method. Maybe some of you have expertise in a specific area of your life. You have a skill set, a way of doing something that is turning you into a role model. People are going to pay for this. People are going to want to learn whatever this is. Okay, you're being shown as the example, as the blueprint. Whatever this Eight of Pentacles is for you, I don't know what this is, but it's gonna guide you straight into the Ten of Pentacles. You're 2 steps away from a major manifestation in your life. King of Cups, have mastery over your emotions. Stay calm. No matter what happens, do not lose your calm. Whether it's up, whether it's down, stay calm. There's something here about your baseline. Because if you think about high highs and low lows, when you look at a heart monitor, that's how you know you're alive. Because when it flatlines, that's when the person passes over, right? So there's something here about the baseline, not in the sense that you're numb to life or that you're disconnected or that you're suppressing emotions. There's something here about the baseline being your ground, being your 0 point, being your center. Again, not going high with the highs and not going low with the lows. There's something about a place of neutrality, not from numbness, not from disconnection, not from disassociation, but from emotional mastery. Some of you are meant to teach something, some of you are meant to be rewarded for your craftsmanship, for something that you do so well, a skill set that you have, experience that you have. I don't know what this is for you. The Eight of Pentacles is going to be different things for different people, but this is what you do. This is the work that you put into something. It could be a hobby, it could be an area of expertise, it could be an industry that you're in, a skill set. I don't know what this is for you, but it's going to open so many more doors for you. I just got a message from Spirit with the Eight of Pentacles. Waking up earlier is going to really benefit you at this time. Doing things ahead of time or being early to something. I don't know who needs to hear that. That's kind of a random message. Some of you may already wake up early, but there's something here about getting on a morning schedule. Waking up earlier is really going to benefit you at this time. Holy Spirit, clarify the Seven of Cups for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about the Seven of Cups? Please clarify this energy. Eight of Wands. A decision needs to be made soon about the Seven of Cups that's in front of you. Some of you have many options, many different ways of going about something. And the Eight of Wands is fast-moving energy coming your way where it's going to require a yes or a no, a decision. Are you going to go or are you going to stay? And what I'm getting here is you can feel the excitement. You can feel this energy building up. But the Seven of Cups can get confusing in the sense where the more options you have, the more it's not confusion or analysis paralysis. It's more so considering or reflecting on the process itself. You want to make sure that you enjoy the outcome, but also the process. So you looking through all these options or you sorting through all these choices, deep down, you already know which one it is. But the more that you contemplate all these options, the more that you go through cons and pros, you're going to overwhelm yourself emotionally. So the Eight of Wands is saying, Pisces, the energy is coming your way, whether you're ready, whether you're not. And Spirit is saying, you are ready, you've been ready. So just keep that in mind. But this is going to require a decision, a yes or a no. Are you going? Are you staying? The Eight of Wands is very fast moving energy. Emails, phone calls, messages, decisions, travel. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Seven of Cups for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about the Seven of Cups? Pisces needs to know about the Seven of Cups, Holy Spirit. Whoa, okay, we have two more cards. Ace of Wands. You have two aces. You have three aces now. You have the Ace of Swords in the upright. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. And now the Ace of Wands. What are you on, Pisces? What are you doing? What are you up to? You have all these new beginnings. You have all this fresh energy coming your way. Are you ready for this? Eight of Wands is saying that you are. But the Seven of Cups, the more that you contemplate something, the more that you look into it, the more overwhelming it becomes. If you just make a choice based on your intuition, based on what you feel first, that's how you get it right. So you see how there's all these wands here? There's 8 wands. The Ace of Wands picks one of these wands. Some of you want your cake and you want to eat it too. You may want all of these options. You may want to keep your options open, or you may want to say yes to many things at once because you want to align yourself with the best option. It's like you're trying to maximize something, but Spirit is saying that as you keep your options open, you're also going to feel overwhelmed emotionally because there's a lot coming your way. And the Ace of Wands is asking you to choose one wand out of these 8 wands. 8 things coming your way, you're being asked to choose one. Okay, your next clarifier is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It's important that through this process, you stay connected to your sense of independence, your sense of individuality, to not get carried away or swept along. Why is this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse for Pisces, Holy Spirit? Why is it in the reverse for Pisces? Why is this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? Let's clarify. Devil in the reverse. The Magician in the reverse. Pisces, okay. I just got full body chills. This is not going to resonate for all of you. But some of you Pisces have people that are obsessed with you. Obsessed with making something happen here. Obsessed with manifesting you. Obsessed with bonding with you. The Devil is a card of... I can't really show this card on the camera because the depiction here is not appropriate. So I'm going to cover it. But it's 2 people that are chained together. So the Devil card and the Lover's card in the original tarot deck are depicted the same, as two people who are bonded in chains together. So Spirit is warning you, Pisces, you are being seen as some kind of magnetic siren energy, whether you're male or female. A lot of options, a lot of choices are coming your way in all areas of your life. But you're being advised to keep your independence, keep your sense of self, your sense of individuality, 1414 on the clock again, and the Ace of Wands to choose one wand, the one that best suits you. Do not think of other people when you're making these decisions for yourself, because this is your season. It's not their season, it's your season. So you have to make choices for yourself without thinking of other people and without letting them attach themselves to you. Only you're going to know if this message resonates, because the Devil, you have people trying to reattach themselves to you. You have people trying to bond with you or have some kind of a trauma bond or keep you very close to them. And these energies are lower vibrational. The Devil card is a card of addiction and obsession. You have someone that's obsessed with you, addicted off of your energy, the Magician, trying to manifest you, trying to do everything they can within their power to manifest you and to make something out of it, to attach themselves to you, and they want it. This is another level of obsession here. This is a whole nother level of obsession. The Magician and the Devil together, okay, this is deep energy. This energy here is strong. So someone here is going out of their way to try to manifest you, to try to bond to you, to try to attach themselves to you. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, do not lose your sense of self, do not lose your independence or your sense of individuality, because the Nine of Pentacles is very important for you. For you to thrive, for you to feel like yourself, for you to be your best self, you have to be your own person, not attached to someone that is codependent on you, not attached to someone that needs you or is obsessed with your energy and what you can do for them, not attached to someone who feeds off of you. Okay, these energies are lower vibrational. They're in the reverse, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. 1616 on the clock. This is a warning from Spirit to not get swept along. A lot of attention is coming your way, and some of you, you may not like this. This is the reason why you like your privacy. This is the reason why you like to spend time by yourself, because you recharge by yourself. Whereas other people feed off of other people's energy. You don't need to do that. You are your own source. So these people are trying to attach themselves to your energy. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Watch out, Pisces. Whether you're feminine or masculine. Do not lose your sense of self. Do not lose your independence, your individuality, and allowing people, okay, Devil in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse, to attach themselves to you or to your energy. This is very important because a lot of wands are coming your way, a lot of attention, a lot of energies coming your way. And Spirit is saying, choose one of these ones, the one that best serves you, the one that is most beneficial to you, not to them, not to what they want, but to you, because you're two steps away from the Ten of Pentacles. Not everything that glitters is gold. Even if it looks good on paper, Pisces, really think things through and make sure that you are fully in alignment with it, that it's a full F yes. If you feel hesitant, if you feel a little bit iffy, take a step back. Okay, because Eight of Pentacles, you've been doing all this work. Ten of Pentacles, you're two steps away. Make sure that you don't get carried away or swept along by all of this energy. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know why. This combination here, I still can't move on from it. I'm gonna pull a message for it. Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like I can't just leave it there. Holy Spirit, give me a message for Pisces in regards to the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know about this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know about this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? This reading is getting way too long. I should have moved this to the extended already, but I feel like I have to know this before we move on. What support do you need but haven't asked for? In order to remain independent, in order to remain an individual, you're also going to need help. And this is not the kind of help that takes away from you, that forces you into a contract, or that wants to bond with you in a toxic way, or that wants to own you or control you. No, that's not the kind of help that you're needing, but you are needing some kind of help. So do not be afraid to ask for help. We also had the Six of Swords in the reverse somewhere in here. And it's a card of transitions and changes. So if you are transitioning, if you are changing, then you're going to require help. But not from people that want to control you, not from people that want to put you in some kind of restriction or contract, or that want to own you in a way. That's the Devil, that's the Magician energy. That's toxic. You want to steer away from those energies. But you are needing some kind of support here. So, what support do you need but haven't asked for? I'm going to move this over to Patreon for the extended. For the ones of you that do resonate, the links are down below. I'm going to ask Spirit to clarify this because some of you, you may need to ask for help here. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, you are so close, but there is a need here to prioritize. You can't do everything at once. Okay, role model, you're being looked up to. A lot of people are wanting your energy. You can feel this, you can sense this, and this is why the Five of Wands is here in the reverse. I'm gonna have to clarify this in the extended, but there's a lot of conflict. People are fighting because of you. You didn't do anything, but they're fighting over you or because of you. You may not even know that this is happening, but you can feel the energy. Yeah, Pisces, there's a lot of people focused on your energy. There's a lot of people asking about you, inquiring about you. Ace of Swords, the clarity, the truth, the answers, the solutions are coming in. I'm also going to ask in the extended, what is it that you don't see coming? Spirit's final advice and guidance. If you want information about your personal situation, I am offering email readings. Those are on sale for this month. So all that information is down below. You can also email me about it. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.